very excited I am. I am about to pull a Yoda, am I? I'm not saying this right. But today, guys, we are reacting to the Total War Warhammer 3 announcement trailer. Conquer Your Daemons. Coming 2022. I know we've watched a fair few Warhammer videos, but I guess we haven't seen this one. May contain content inappropriate. Oh my god. Oh my god. Warhammer inappropriate? I never. Oh, the song.
No door can keep it from us. And summer yet may bloom again, though eyes be up upon us.
I think I've watched something similar to this.
There is so much to tell you that I have run out of time. The sacrifice
No, we
I
have
made
watched
was
this.
not enough.
I actually made a video on it.
The dark gods still
Yeah, I
feed
remember this
on our
bit.
transgressions. Corruption. Obsession. Deceit.
This looks mad.
You must face these demons.
Oh, that is so cool. And they're just gonna like fight something really big as well, like that big monstery dude. Yeah, I remember this video. Fuck, it's so cool though. I love the graphics and like how hype this is. Wait, is it? Oh no! Maybe I got it wrong. I don't remember this bit. Oh yeah, this is it. How OP is she? I like that. I really like that. I love the music. Bum, bum. Man, I really gotta brush up my Warhammer fantasy lore. All I know is 40k lore. Oh, really? Dude, yes? Oh shit, sorry, there's more. My bad. Yeah, who is this dude? I'm pretty sure, yeah, I did a video on this exact trailer a little while ago. Maybe we watched it on stream.
Sorry, it's just editing Jen here. I'm editing this video and I realized that like the stream highlight over there, I didn't end up reviewing the whole video, but I really did love the video. I'm so sorry about this. Also, I'm so sorry about the shitty potato quality. I'm currently recording off of my MacBook. I know you guys have seen editing Jen in the past, so welcome back. But yeah, I really did like that trailer, so I decided I wanted to put this trailer reaction as well as my other reaction for the lore for Warhammer 40,000. I hope you guys do end up liking it. So let's watch.
Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to be reacting to a video recommended to us live on stream by Grizzly. So it is called Catachan Explained by an Australian. So it's a Warhammer 40,000 lore and I know you guys fucking love it and I'm actually getting into it as well because we are going to be playing the game soon.
There exists a place where the air, water, animals, and even the plants seek to bring about your death.
Oh my god.
There are leaves that
Hold on, sorry, I'm gonna pause this really quickly. I fucking love it when they make like lore really fun. So considering it's gonna be Australian, oh fuck me. I don't know if I'm ready.
touch will induce such pain that most people will kill themselves to end it. Large muscle-bound creatures that can disembowel you with a single swipe, where the people are so hardy and muscle-bound that they are a highly prized commodity from the foreign community. I am of course talking about Australia, which while it draws many connections to the topic of today's video, it's a lot scarier and hardcore. Catachan comes at a close second however, as it's literally a combo of the Vietnam War, Child's Play Australia and Rambo, tied together nicely with some Jumanji. 75% of the people born here do not survive past the age of 10, and the planet is considered virtually unassailable, as not only do you need to deal with the most hardcore guerrilla warfare guardsmen in the galaxy on a jungle planet, but also the jungle itself, which is home to some horrific monsters. Some of them are even microscopic. They can tear bloodthirsters apart like they were made of American money. This is why they use plastic money in Australia and Catachan. It's a lot more hardy and can handle the extreme environments,
Confirm
as well as
Australia's
accidentally
actually
getting left in the
Catachan.
washing machine pocket.
Just
Today we'll
too
go over the
similar.
planet Catachan and its many horrors, as well as who
That's
the natives
fucked.
of the planet are. We'll also take a peek at some of their more notable characters, who are all pretty much a meme reference to other franchises, most notably Sly Marbo.
Wait,
Let's get into it. Before
that-
Chaos
is that a
was getting up
character?
to its genocidal shenanigans and the Big E was attempting to clap the galaxy's cheeks, mankind spread throughout the stars and colonized countless worlds. One of these expeditions led mankind to the lush world of Catachan. From orbit, it looked lit. Vibrant worlds
Why
full
does
of
it look
life
like
were few and
Avatar?
far between, but the colonists quickly realized that they would have better odds if they landed on a gas giant, as they crash landed upon the planet. I would say slowly but surely, except that it wasn't slow at all, the colonists began dying horrifically due to the many horrors that the planet contained. Despite most of them dying, enough survived via trial and error to gain the extensive knowledge required to live. Key word, live. There was no conquering of nature here, nor was there any thriving to be had. The planet aggressively targeted anything on it that was foreign, hence any settlement created by the new Catachan people was soon overrun by malicious plants or just straight up sieged by monsters, meaning that there were no permanent cities on the planet and the people were involuntarily nomadic. Now, I've talked a lot about the crikey levels of monsters and plants on the planet. Let's take a look at some of the more spicy ones. Kicking us off for the plants, we have the brain leaf. Although it sounds like a supplement for boosting brain power in vegans, it's quite the opposite. The brain leaf seeks to shove its tendrils into any animal, hentai style, in order to take over its brain and make it little more than a scutari. There's a theory that this creature and many more in Catachan were experimental tyranids that got cut off from the hive mind and went feral. However, I don't really like that theory. Seems like a cop-out way to explain the danger and also suck off the tyranid power levels. Just let Catachan be Catachan. A similar yet more grim plant to the brain leaf is the appropriately
This is
named
very random,
spiker.
yeah.
It shoots spikes at you, which already sucks, but then it sucks more when the spikes release their DNA into you and turn you into another spiker. Arguably the most aggressive form of reproduction around outside of a BDSM swingers party that doesn't require condoms. No evil plant collection
this
would
is
be
so
complete
whack.
without the Venus mantrap. Like a Venus flytrap, but way more of a dick. This giant plant actively moves its leaves around, seeking to chow down on someone. Then there's the spore tree. Although often causes certain death, it's one of the least grim plants. Basically a trip mine that when detonated releases so many spores into the air that you can't breathe and you choke to death. It then uses your corpse as nourishment. Probably one of the
Who
most cooked
makes up
plants is
this
the
shit?
Canuck Floater. Basically a plant that floats around the planet in the sky, using its senses to discover sources of heat and moisture,
That's pretty
usually
cool.
creeks, streams, or the flesh of man. Once it detects said moisture, it explodes, dropping its seeds all around, which would be okay if it wasn't for the fact that the seeds had a razor-sharp casing, which if it lands on you from the sky, will tear you to shreds. Next up, we have the sucker tree. Although this sounds like a pretty good time, it is not at all. It's basically a tree with a vacuum on it. When you walk past the tree, it will bend down and stick the sucker on your head, draining you of fluids. Once you look like the mummy, it will then flick you away so your corpse doesn't alert other people to the danger. I don't know what kind of natural selection evolution had to take place to not only create a tree which drank you, but then also flung away your corpse when it was done. There are many such more plants, like the man trap
does
or
he
the
say
spitting
like that? I
cactus,
don't know.
but I thought the ones listed
I
above
don't
were the
know.
most fun. Now,
I feel so
onto
violated.
the animals,
Fucking
who are somehow
suck.
scarier
As soon
than
as
the
I put my
plants.
headset back in.
Starting us off, we have the Catachan devils, creatures that make demons look cuddly. It's like a mix of a scorpion, centipede, and hatred, and
That's
it can get as
fucking
big as a
sick.
train. These creatures have been known to attack Imperial Guard tank companies and win. Catachan, like Australia, is
You know what he reminds me of? Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is somebody else's foot fungus. But that might just be what you get. Right? Is anyone else getting the same fucking... Hold on. Anyone else getting the same fucking vibes? Oh fuck, I just hit my nose.
home to the deadliest snakes ever, such as the death cobra and the black viper. If you get bitten by one of these snakes, there isn't a whole lot you can do, as you die after your heart beats 30 times. Just because things are horrifically deadly doesn't mean they can't be super cute. The great barking toads are a great example of this. Literally a cuddly micro nuke, these friendly toads will live out their lives with love, unless you startle or scare them, in which case they will pledge their soul to Allah and explode into a cloud of toxins, killing everything in a 1 kilometer radius. The toxins cannot be blocked with a respirator nor a bunker. If you're within that 1 kilometer, you are dead. It is said Nurgle blushes with jealousy whenever one of these boys heads off to paradise with their 72 virgins. My favourite of all Catachan wildlife, because the name is hilarious, are the Heretic Ants. They are named this because they target the sole of your foot. Get it? Attacking your soul. Heretic. I think it's hilarious. 1 bite will make you disabled, 2 bites will give you a day to find treatment before death, and 3 bites, you're out. Probably the most horrific Catachan animal, and one that should obviously have a spot in the SPC Foundation, are the vein worms. These worms crawl onto you, numb your skin, and then dig into your body. Once inside, they will lay eggs in your bloodstream that will then hatch, causing the new vein worms to eat their way out of you via your brain, heart, and other orifices. The best part is that when that first vein worm gets into you, there is no cure, but it's very easy to diagnose. I would genuinely just incinerate myself if this happened to me.
100%.
Then we have the drake bats, who are basically giant bats who fly down and eat your ass. Nothing really special about them, there's a version of these guys in every fantasy-based universe, but it's important to know that bats the size of elephants could land on you at any second. There are other monsters like the death flies, pus worms, blood flies, spine-borne leeches, and they all do horrible things. The ones listed above were my favourite. Although what you can see on Catachan really sucks for your health insurance premiums, it's what you can't see which really ruins your day. The planet is covered in viruses, bacteria, and infections that would make having the old errorina as an old person look like the common cold. Some diseases will burn out your lungs, others give you rotten feet that eventually fall off and dissolve into a puddle of pus which smells really bad. Or so I've been told, I don't really know, I haven't been to Catachan before.
Actually.
The point I'm trying to make here is that the planet really sucks and wants you to die horribly, so the people who are able to survive on Catachan are hardy as hell, and they look the part too, like damn, they look like me. But Major Kill, you don't look like that. Shut your mouth to me before I lather you in honey and drop you off at Catachan. You might look at them and be like, no wonder why they all die all the time, they have no concept of armor. And to that I say flexing is the greatest defense and offense in all situations. Yes, it does seem a bit silly that the only armor used in the fight against nature are red bandanas and tank tops, but think about it like this. No matter how much armor you have, a Catachan devil will cut you in half with one swipe, so it's better to have freedom of mobility. The planet is also extremely humid and hot. You would melt if you had to wear armor all the time. The idea is that everything is so deadly, armor will do nothing but slow you down, so there's really no point. The Imperium saw Catachan and were like, if these guys can survive that, they can survive anything. Hence the Guardsman Regiment of Catachan jungle fighters were born. Basically elite commando squads drop behind enemy lines that excel in guerrilla warfare. They have graced countless battlefields, from slaughtering the Greenskins at Armageddon, to massacring the Tau on their Sept worlds, clapping the Elder on Maiden worlds, all the way to slaying Chaos Astartes on Catachan itself. A legendary Catachan known as Straken has seen the second most amount of conflict and victory out of all the Catachan jungle fighters. This man has fought countless Xenos and Heretics in hand-to-hand combat, slaughtering them all. In one engagement, he accounted for the deaths of 30 orcs with a knife, before then throwing himself at the orc war boss and threw them both into the path of a rampaging Squiggoth, killing the war boss and breaking himself. But he survived, and he went on to clap the Luhax invaders in the Battle of Modon's Ridge, despite being outnumbered 10-1, only to return home to find a Night Lord's warband invading Catachan. Did he waver? No. He waited for the Night Lord commander to remove his helmet, which at that point he jumped out and shoved a poisonous barb root in his face, killing the Space Marine and winning the battle. Don't mess with Colonel Straken. There is one out there who even Colonel Straken can't match. One man who defies all logic, all reason. To say his name out loud is to court death for the enemies of mankind. It's Sly Marbo! The greatest hero of the Imperium. Despite his extreme psychological torment which has left him non-verbal, he's as strong as ever. Chuck Norris quivers in fear at the sight of this manly man, who has killed thousands of bad guys armed only with his big-ass trusty knife. and a dangerous obsession with explosives. The highest honor that can ever be bestowed
Why is
upon
it
a
still
servant of
spinning?
the Emperor is the Star of Terror. Sly Marbo has received multiple Stars of Terror
It's a
for going well
Rainbow
beyond the call of duty multiple times. Whether it be repelling a Dark Eldar invasion single-handedly, ambushing and destroying entire tank columns of Tau, or making Khorne bend over and beg for mercy.
I'm
When the
just gonna
legendary
listen, but
Colonel
not watch.
Straken was mortally wounded after throwing himself and the Orc war boss in front of a colossal squig, it was Marbo who carried him to safety. Marbo 1v1'd a Chaos Banelord class Titan.
No.
One of the few people who has ever done that. You know who else beat a Banelord Titan? Sanguinius. Yes. Yes. And that does us for today, guys. Catachan, its monsters, its people, and Sly Marbo. There are times in franchises where blatant references or rip-offs from real life or existing fiction don't translate over so well. Combining the Vietnam Wars with Australia, Rambo, and Chuck Norris turned out better than expected, and we have a living meme created by Games Workshop themselves. Sly even got a new model recently, so it's cool to see that the
that
big
an orc?
GW hasn't lost their fun.
Hey, and that's one of the.
If you want to support
one
the
of
channel and get access to a boatload of...
Shut up. Alright. That was fucking wild. This is one of the weirder lore YouTubers for Warhammer 40k. I can definitely see it. I just wish there was like a little bit more animation, and instead of fucking giving us an aneurysm near the end over there where like the thing just kept spinning, like I understand he's OP, but like dude, I just want to keep watching the screen whenever they like explain something, but then it's just like fucking spinning, and like I keep staring at it and it's like mesmerizing, but then it hurts my eyes. I don't want to fucking watch that anymore. But that dude was so fucking overpowered, and that other thing that like violates the fuck out of your body and like impregnates you involuntarily, that thing is weird. The NSFW worm, that's it. If you guys want to recommend any more reactions, you're more than welcome to do so on stream. Go ahead and check the link down in the description below. But I love you guys very much, and goodbye.